In March 2010, 27-year-old Ben Silverman abandoned all hopes of becoming a doctor to launch the first ever photo sharing idea of its site. It was called Pinterest, a virtual bulletin board. Now today I'm here to talk to you about Pinterest. I'm going to talk to you about the history, how easy it is for anyone to use, and the ways that you can use it. Now, I told you that Pinterest was introduced in March 2010. And we know that that's kind of recent. But it has taken a lot to get to where it is today. So, let's look at a couple points. Not only did 27-year-old Ben Silverman launch the site, Evan Sharp and Paul Zaccaro, two of his friends, helped to co-found the site in March of 2010 after they had launched a prototype. In 2012 came another big update when Pinterest changed from an invite-only policy, which allowed only existing members to invite a new member, and they could only invite about up to 10 members, making the community of Pinterest pretty small, and to an open door policy that allowed as many members to join, anybody could join. There was an influx of new members. Then the next biggest update came in 2015 when Pinterest updated its search bar to help users easily navigate the website. This allows people to type in anything they want and it helps search easier. Now that we looked at the past 5 years, it's time that we talk about how easy it is to get started. Every day Pinterest has more and more users because of easiness of the website. To start, go to Pinterest.com. That's Pinterest.com. You have to enter a valid email address, create a password, type your first and last name, select your gender, and hit come on in. Now, you have to mainly tell your gender because the website keeps track of how many users they have and the percentage. Right now, there's like 79% women compared to men. In my opinion, there will never be another hassle-free virtual idea sharing site such as Pinterest. All you need is an email, your name, and a password. That's it. And you can get so many ideas from it. And to navigate it is so much easier. Once you get in, I'm going to compare it to Facebook here because I know a lot of you have Facebook here in the congregation. To navigate Pinterest, you mainly hit about 1 or 2 buttons. That's it. To share a pin or pin a pin, you hit 1 button. You hit the share button. Okay? To follow somebody or friend somebody, you hit 1 button. You hit follow. And to see ideas, you scroll down your home screen, which is kind of like a Facebook timeline. Anything that anybody else you've followed or friended has shared, you'll see it. And they'll see what you shared. And, you know, a lot of new websites out there are just apps on an iPhone. And I know a lot of you don't have iPhones. Well, this site is mobile friendly, iPhone friendly, app friendly, but it is also website friendly. You can log on to Pinterest.com on a computer, which I know a lot of you know how to use. So, and why do you think people of all ages use Pinterest? Well, not only because it's ease of usage. That's correct. But there's several ideas you can get from it. There's thousands upon thousands. And I want you to know that I am an actual Pinterest user. I have my own account. I've got about 100 followers, give or take. And I, pin a lot of car stuff, a lot of holiday themed stuff, whatever holiday it is, I'll pin stuff, baby stuff like that. So, I know that there's a lot out there. There's stuff, I know we have a lot of dinners here at the church. And I know everyone either likes food or likes to cook at some point. You have to cook at some point. And there are so many recipes. You can make crafty foods, such as a watermelon baby for a baby shower. Something cute. There's recipes to make good home-cooked meals that are easy, such as loaded baked potato soup. And I've used that one before, and I know it's good. And recipes to make desserts, such as caramel apple poke cake. And there's just thousands and thousands of recipes that, people have thrown this stuff together before. You can go on and search easy recipes and it'll bring up a list of nothing but easy recipes. You can search just about anything and it'll just bring up a list of stuff and you can just, sift through it. I know a lot of you like to do crafty things. You like to knit, quilt. If you knit, it shows you stuff you can do with the leftover yarn. What you do with the leftover quilting stuff. I mean, there's just so much you can take the stuff that you have and turn it into something new, and you get these ideas from Pinterest. I mean, if you've never had these ideas before, you've learned them from somebody else. It's like taking, Pinterest is worldwide, okay? So you're taking some ideas from another country, another city, another state, something you never came up with before, and you see that and you're like, man, that is a really good idea. You can just learn so much from it, and there's so many helpful things. I mean, there's ideas about several holiday themed stuff that if you like to decorate your house, but you don't want to go out and buy stuff, you can make your own. Cheap. And there's also, several ideas about birthday presents, and you can use it for so many things. I can't reiterate that enough. And, those are like the main things, like crafty stuff, recipes and stuff. But there's also other stuff. Like I mentioned before, I paint a lot of cars. There are stuff for men. I know 79% of the website is women, but there's stuff on fishing tips, hunting tips. There's stuff on cars. I mean, it is almost like a instructional guide kind of thing too, because not only are you getting ideas, people are telling you, well, if you do this, it might fix this. So I mean, it's always kind of helpful. And there are several other ideas, gardening, household enhancement stuff, crafts, quilt. I mean, I cannot reiterate enough how many thousands and thousands of things are on there. All you have to do is go on the website, join, and search whatever you want to know about. So, I encourage you all to join the rest of the country on the Pinterest bandwagon, because we can all use ideas. I mean, a lot of you all go on Google. It's no different. It's just a site more specifically aimed at ideas. And, one final thought before I go. Pinterest has 72.8 million users. Okay? Let me put that into perspective. Take the population of Canada, multiply it by 2. That's how many users are on Pinterest. The whole population of Canada times 2 is how many users are on Pinterest. Okay? Now ask yourselves, why aren't you one of them? With so many ideas, and it's so easy to use, why aren't you one of them? Thank you all for listening today.